Okay, so we've been discussing conductivity of substances. The other day we took 3 spoons, or we watched a video, 3 spoons, a metal spoon, a wooden spoon, and a plastic spoon, put into a bowl of hot water to see which one of them would conduct heat most effectively. And we found that, which one was that? That's right. You know which one it was. And so now what we're going to do today is anytime you're doing experiments, it doesn't always mean that there's just one way to do an experiment. So if we're testing conductivity of objects like spoons or things like this, there's several different ways to do it. And I'm going to show you an easy way to mix this experiment up a little bit. So I have 3 bowls up here. Now, what we could do is we could take I know I have another spoon over here that looks like this. We could take 3 of the same spoons, and we could put the same spoons into cups with different water temperatures. And we could see if the temperature of the water will affect the rate with which the heat is conducted by the spoon. Or we could take 3 larger spoons, and we could use large spoons and put them in, and we could see if the rate is affected by whether it's a large spoon or not. Or we could use different temperature waters and use the same spoon to see if the temperature of the starting water is going to affect the rate at which heat is conducted through the spoon. And so we are going to do that. I had thought about doing something else, but we're going to do that. And so what we're going to do today is I have 3 bowls, and I'm going to use the butter, and I'm not going to use the beads. I did not like the beads, but I am going to use a little bit of butter, and I'm going to put a penny on top. And I'm going to put a penny on top. Can anybody take a guess as why I would do that? I am going to do that because the penny is certainly going to fall more quickly, and it will be more responsive to a change in temperature. The bead might take a little while. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to think about this. We're going to use 3 different temperatures. We're going to use 3 of the same spoons. I am going to record this so you can see. And what I want you to do right now is to come up with some type of a hypothesis that you could see if you could put this into the scientific method. So we're going to use the if, then, because of the scientific method. If we do whatever we're going to do. And what are we changing? The if is we're going to be talking about our independent variable. So the if is if we change what, then what is going to happen because of what. So what I want you to do is I want you to write it out now. I want you to, at the end of this video, I'm going to shut it off in a second. I want you to take a few minutes to write a hypothesis. If blank, then blank, because blank. And you can put them just like this. You can put them in a column like that. You can put it in a long sentence. I like doing it like this because this way you cover each one of your bases. So just remember the if is going to be what our independent variable is, and our independent variable is what? Okay? You think about that because we're changing what? Same size spoons, what are we changing? Then what is going to happen? What's going to happen if we change that independent variable? And then because, why would it happen? Okay, so we've talked about this in class. We're just putting it together in a different experiment. So I want you to take a few minutes now and to think about it, come up with a hypothesis, write it down, post it, and let's take a look and see what you can come up with. Then I'm going to run the experiment.